So if you've been watching WWE recently, you know that Roman Reigns has had the Universal Championship for about a year and some change now. And just recently, Wrestlemania, like last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, he got the WWE Championship. And I think that's the smartest decision they've done in a while. He's your closest thing to a superstar that you have in the company to this date since what, John Cena? And I think he deserves it too. He's really good in the ring. He's excellent on the mic. He's improved so much. Now you look at the title and you see the problem with Roman Reigns or something like that, and you're like, why is he praising him if there's a problem? That's not a problem with him. It's the fact that he's gonna have to lose that belt eventually. He can't hold that belt forever, and I'm sure Vince would love him to. Roman, you're gonna hold this belt for the rest of your life. And my problem is WWE has fired so many people, and there's not enough people on the roster that are built up enough to be like on a star level to make me be like, oh yeah, he should beat Roman, and I should think that that's believable and be fine with it too. So that's the premise of this video. Who could beat Roman, and how could you even begin to make it believable? Now play my intro.
That girl, she got on my girl. I told that little girl that she got it. You better pop. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks I just declaring. She tell my dick that she get delirious. Okay, jump on the jet so I'm clearing. Okay, but I'm not talking new. Let's go. Okay, smoke that boy just like a cigarette. If that boy try to make it for some.
Let's start with this so I can get out of the way. Most of the people that I would have had beat Roman are not in the company anymore. They got fired because what? WWE doesn't have enough money? Vince, come on. You have a pay-per-view called Money in the Bank. Are you serious? You want me to believe that you don't have enough money to pay Samoa Joe? That nigga got fired twice, actually. I could list off more people, but they're not in the company, so it doesn't really matter. Now you're stuck with the problem of you have this big bad Samoan motherfucker built like the goddamn gods, and there's nobody who's built up enough to stop this nigga. And that happens because anytime Vince gets new talent, whether that be from NXT or signing from the indies, he'll do good with them for a little bit, and then out of nowhere he'll just be like, fuck it. And then he'll just bury them for shits and giggles with no real reason, and then he'll do it in the most embarrassing way possible. Like, what the fuck do you mean the biggest name on the indies signed to WWE and he got pinned by Hornswoggle 3 times in the middle of the ring? They reached the same point that Naruto did at the end of Shippuden, where Madara's just this big, strong guy that looks completely unbeatable, and Kishimoto, the author, was like, oh shit, Naruto and Sasuke have to beat this nigga, and I have to make it make sense. Except Madara's not some ninja, he's some big, swole, luscious hair having Samoan motherfucker. But at the end of the story, they did still win though. And I just so happened to mention new signings earlier in this video, so I might as well talk about. Now when it comes to Cody, he already has the story written for himself. He left WWE because they made him a joke. He went through the indies. He went through all that shit. He helped make a company, I think. I don't know how that shit works, but I'm gonna say he did. He helped make Vince's competition that's still going, by the way, and taking all the people that Vince fired and making them into stars. But he's back now. He's proved himself in everywhere outside of the WWE. He's back where his brother wrestled. He's back where his dad's legacy is. He's back where he should have been a champion in his first run. He's back to show why he went from undesirable to undeniable. He's back to prove it. He has the looks, he has the skill, he has the ability to talk on the mic. He has everything. All Vince has to do is throw him the keys and let him drive that motherfucker. But there is one thing that I have to talk about before Cody finally gets his go at Roman, and it has to do with another swole Samoan. So they've been trying to get this done for a while, and I think that now is the perfect time to do it, which is why they've been trying to push for it to happen at next year's Mania, which happens to be in Hollywood. So it would be WWE's current superstar versus Hollywood superstar. It's literally perfect. And I'm sure The Rock wants to work with Roman and vice versa. They both want to work with each other. There's no issue with it, and I think the match will probably be the most lacking thing of the whole thing. Like, them going back and forth is gonna be fire. The bloodline, and then fucking Usos super kicking The Rock up until Mania. I think that's gonna be fucking amazing. The match is just gonna be probably mid, and that's fine. You know, it's WrestleMania. The crowd's gonna go crazy for it regardless. And I know Vince is gonna be thinking like, The Rock versus Roman, the media are gonna talk about us forever. And he's right. They are gonna talk about it a lot. I might get tired of it actually. And the problem is, if that's gonna happen at next year's Mania, Cody's gonna get his shot at Roman at the next Mania. And the reason why I say Mania and not any other events or pay-per-views is because I feel as which you could do it at SummerSlam, but I feel like that undermines whatever Roman's reign. You see what I did? My bad. I feel like it undermines what he did and how legendary this reign has become, because he got both of the main titles of WWE on each side of his shoulder. Like, that's legendary shit. And when it comes to next year's Mania, we know he's not losing to The Rock, so we have to wait until next year's Mania to see Cody do it. And by then, Cody could literally go into a program with Roman and win, and I wouldn't be happy with it, but I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's fair. He's already built up enough, is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if he's ready now, by the next 2 years, you should have a fucking megastar in your hands right there. You should just be ready to take the belts off of Roman and fucking run with it, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, that's gonna be in 2024 or 5. Roman is gonna hold both of those belts, unless they separate it and have Roman hold on to the Universal and have somebody else beat him for the WWE. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but if they did, fine, whatever. But Roman's gonna have at least one of those belts for at least 4 or maybe 5 years. I'm fine with that because he's good enough in the ring to do it. That's just kind of crazy to me. But when somebody finally beats him, when Cody finally beats him, that shit's gonna be amazing. So I think they should do it. But if they're not gonna do Cody, I don't really know. I'm sure they could pick somebody from NXT or maybe build up somebody that they have on the main roster right now and make it work and have it be fine. I think it's not an impossible problem to fix. It's just a really big one that you put yourselves in. But yeah, man, that's all I really got to say about the Roman Reigns problem. Let me know how you would fix it, or if you wouldn't fix it. You know, maybe you want Roman to hold the belt forever. Maybe you're just like Vince. Roman, you're never dropping a belt. But yeah, thank you guys for watching to the end of this video. Let me know how you felt about it. If you liked the video, you know, like the video. If you like me that much, go ahead and leave me a subscribe, you know, turn on the bell. And stay safe, drink some water, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.
My girl likes me only when we're alone. She acts so different when on the phone. She tryna change me, know that I won't. I'm not from here, I wanna phone home. My girl only likes
Good morning.
she